Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read. We're going to do something very different this morning. I was thinking about, I've learned to read the way I read because it's very comfortable with me. I like to work through the energies that come through, but for many, many years I do Celtic crosses, which of course you see many people do still on Facebook, on YouTube. And that was sort of the way I learned initially to read, was through the Celtic cross. And it was always something that I was very comfortable with. But then, of course, when I got much more insight and I sort of became more aware of what Spirit was trying to say, I moved to doing the readings I do because they just are comfortable for me. And when I'm doing a personal read, I just build on what I have there and clarify. Much as I do if I can't get a really direct idea or something is a little bit ambiguous, I might sometimes put cards down. So this morning I thought I'd do a Celtic cross for you. So we'll see how that pans out, and hopefully it's not too long on the internet and we don't lose the readers while we're there, but we'll have a look. The Celtic cross is still a really good, I like doing it for myself because it's very, for me, gives me a lot of clarity. So if I do a reading for myself, I do that, but as all readers do, and I read for readers and they often say to me, like, I don't trust my own reading, I get too many messages through, and I think we all do that because we're trying to make sure we cover everything, so it can be a bit confusing. So we're going to do a Celtic cross this morning, so let's see how we go with that. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck I have the Eight of Pentacles. I want to look behind it, but of course we're not going to do that with this reading. Eight of Pentacles talks of working on something, putting work into something, crafting your skills. Very often an energy of working on yourself, but moreover working on a job, putting the energy in. It implies that you've already completed some tasks and you're moving through. So some of you may at the moment be working on things for yourself, especially with having time at home. A lot of us are picking up books, a lot of us are doing stuff online. And this sort of says to me that a lot of you already have some of the skills here that are required to do this particular job. And you may have already completed some tasks. So you're feeling good now. You're getting into the next one. You know that you have more ahead of you. So it could be that you've started a course and maybe done the first couple of units and you're moving into the next ones. You could be building on something that you've had before. You could be working on yourself here, but you are alone here. You're not working with anybody else. You are working by yourself. Okay, so the first card we have out, which is sort of the energy of the reading, is the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups talks about a brand new start in love. It talks about an offer being made from the universe here, an offer being made that is surrounded and feeling of love, absolutely. And this offer's being made. Someone may want to work with you on a new love. Someone may be wanting to work with you on a new baby. But it's something that you feel very passionate about and you want to move forward with that. Okay, so we have the Emperor here. Now the Emperor covers the Ace of Cups. So we're looking at the Emperor as being something that's stopping you moving forward here. Now you could be working on your own self-love, but there may be someone who's still sitting in your heart space here that you haven't let go. It could also mean that you have some sort of person around you. Maybe you have been in love with someone, but you're no longer in love with them and you're ready to move on. The feeling here is more around the fact that you're in love with someone who's not around. You're in love with someone who can't be with you at this time. This person is not available to you here, and it's blocking you with your own self-love here. So it's stopping you having what you want because you're not allowing the energy of this person to pass. Okay, so we have the Three of Cups here. So immediately I'm thinking you've fallen in love with someone who can't be with you because there's something stopping them coming forward. Easy. This person has another person in the picture. This one isn't about, you know, something else stopping them coming forward. This is someone else in the picture here that's stopping you having this end result. Okay, so then we have to ask ourselves, why is the universe doing this? Because we have this card as your basis, which is a card of stability. It's a card of inner knowing here as well. You have a connection with this person that's extremely strong, possibly twin flame, more likely soulmate, lifetime soulmate. And your connection to them is very strong. You want an outcome here. You want to be able to build something with them. But they can't come to you at this time because there's someone else in this situation. So you're dealing with someone who's in another relationship. Okay, so in the past there was some sort of maybe fight, altercation, argument, and conflict yourself too, because very often, and I'll use this card here to use some clarifiers. Very often with the Five of Wands, this is about inner conflict. And it can mean that you maybe were very confused, very mixed up, very unfocused here about how you wanted to move forward. So we have the Fool coming out over that. You wanted a new start here. Spirit just threw that one at me. You wanted a new start with someone, but there was a lot of perhaps confusion, mental exhaustion here, trying to push something forward that wasn't going to go. So you wanted a new start with this person, but they couldn't commit to you here because you were in a confused state. So you may have been finding it really difficult to understand this situation because you were prepared to put the work in here. Okay, so we have the Magician in the future here. So something will come to pass. Something will happen because you're working on your own tools at this time. So you're working on yourself, which in turn is bringing around a result here. And this other person could be doing the same too, because there's a strange sense of reflection or mirroring here. So I feel that this other person is in the same place as you here. In fact, I feel that strongly. Okay, so we have the Death card coming through. We do have quite a few major arcanas here. So it's quite a potent reading. You could be dealing with a Scorpio here, or you could be a Scorpio yourself. But there's a transition that's required. And the universe is helping you through that here. You're trying to understand, well, maybe you're gaining an understanding that it's about working on yourself rather than sitting, hoping, waiting and feeling attached to the person. This is very much an energy of understanding your personal journey here and your own transformation. So I feel very strongly here that you are investing in you now, which is in a roundabout way will bring you what you want anyway. Okay, so oh wow, okay, so we have the Knight of Wands here. So there is movement. There is movement at the station. There is movement here. So you're ready to move. You're ready to make a move, but maybe you're not feeling quite ready yet. So if we're talking about the other person that you're dealing with here, I can say to you that the other person's still in this transition phase. They're still working on what they need and bringing the tools together, but they haven't quite got to that point yet because they haven't reached this level of stability. They want the new start too, without a doubt. But there's Three of Cups, and I will do some clarifying on that one too. Feels like it's still in their energy as well. So there's something stopping the two of you. So it's still coming up in you, in your reading, because this is still stopping you from having what you want here. But there is definitely forward movement, and we have rebirth coming out here. Okay, so we have a judgment that needs to be made, and I can see major arcanas. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas here. There is definitely a lot of help here from the universe. So we have ancestors, your spirit guides, your guides, all working here to move you two in together. But neither of you is ready yet. There is movement, so something has transitioned, something has changed, and I will clarify that with the Three of Cups because it is the overarching energy. Something has changed though. Something is moving, so someone's had some movement here. But with these cards here, there's still work to be done. It isn't complete. And the outcome here, look, another major arcana. We have the Hierophant. When the Hierophant talks of marriage, long term, so this person has that on their plate. They really are looking at the long term here and what the outcome can be for that. So just hang on 2 seconds. I'll just flip in a couple of other clarifiers. So we want to have a look at why this Three of Cups is here, because that energy is still strong. So if you're dealing with someone who's married, they may not have left, that's too many. They may not have left a marital situation as yet, but they are starting to move here. So something's happened. Obviously this reading won't, you know, resonate with everybody, but I guess this is the energy that's come out. I flipped over the Ace of Cups as soon as I started. So obviously the people need to hear this. Okay, I want to pull the bottom card out again, Queen of Cups. So a lot of you dealing with a water sign here. Over the Three of Cups, we do have the Six of Cups. So this person may have been with this person for quite some time. The relationship they've had with this person may be a long-standing relationship. But what I want to say to you is this person knows now that you have this really strong connection. They're well aware that you are soulmates, twin flames. They absolutely understand that. That's where the movement's come in. So someone's got that side of it. And they're working still towards that. But I feel like you're working with someone who had very little understanding or very little spiritual energy here. They were still very stuck in their mind, in their head, in their logic and ego. And you've got someone who's starting to get the story here. Three of Swords. Okay, so someone's having issues or problems moving away from the person they're with because of this strong connection they've had with them in the past. So this person is still working on this energy because they know that no matter which way they go here, they're going to hurt this past person. The threes here, I can't get past that, can I? So this person is having trouble with that side of things. So I think they've made their mind up. I think they're working on the tools they have. I think they're absolutely 100% ready to move forward. But what's happening here is they are really very scared, very upset because they've got to make this choice. And the choice is, even though the person they are with, who could be a fire sign here, Leo, Sag or Aries, even though they want to move towards you, they're absolutely in so much pain because they've got to break away from this past situation here. And that is really, that is weighing very, very heavily on them. And that is what they're working towards here. So we do have someone who's putting the work in. This person feeling very, very much in love with you here. Very much so. So don't lose sight of that. And they are ready to come towards you here with this Knight of Wands. Oh, yes, look at this. They want to offer you something substantial here. For some of you, this is definitely about marriage, long term. They are ready to make this offer. And I think you are ready to make the offer as well. They're just not quite to the point where they need to be here. They haven't quite severed a tie of the past here. It's still, this is right in their energy at the moment. So we're talking about someone who's right on the doorstep of being able to sever something here. They've made their mind up. They know what they want. They're totally in love with you. They are heading in your direction with a lot of passion, but they just haven't quite reached this yet. The Magician has the Ten of Pentacles across. This is what they're looking at. They see you as hugely abundant here, and that's what they're working towards, their abundance. So This is about them seeing so much potential with you that they want to move in your direction. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day.